Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me well? Can you see my presentation? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the brokerage and networking event organized by Greenet, focused on the Cluster 5 Work Program 2023. But before starting with the brokerage itself, let me introduce very briefly what is Greenet. Greenet is the network of national contact points for Horizon Europe Cluster 5, Climate, Energy and Mobility, which is formed by 19 NCPs as partners, but also most of the NCPs as associated from European countries and beyond. Greenet is a coordination and support action funded by Horizon Europe, and it was launched in July this year. Our objective is to improve the professionalization of the Cluster 5 NCPs across Europe and beyond, simplifying applicants' access to Horizon Europe calls and raising the average quality of submitted proposals. It means that our main aim is to support you in the participation of Cluster 5 calls, improving your opportunities and proposals, helping also during the process of the creation of consortia. How? First, through the organization of networking and matchmaking events like the one organized today. Second, lowering the entry barriers for newcomers and participants from widening countries, for example. And third, raising applicants' awareness of Horizon Europe funding opportunities as well as their knowledge by the provision of a suite of tools to better tackle the challenges posed by the Cluster 5 of Horizon Europe, for example, with trainings and workshops. You can easily find us on Twitter and LinkedIn to know more about us. Our website will be available very, very soon. And now let's move on to the brokerage event. Within the framework of the Horizon Europe Cluster 5 Info Day, being held today and tomorrow, Greenet, the network of NCPs for Cluster 5, is organizing a networking and brokerage event jointly supported by Enterprise Europe Network, focusing on 2023 calls for proposals for the work program, Climate, Energy and Mobility. The main objective of the event is to gather all relevant stakeholders intending to apply for funding, supporting the development of consortia and also project ideas. Today, there are nearly 1,400 registered participants from more than 53 countries, mainly from Turkey, Spain, Italy, Belgium, and United Kingdom. Participants looking for partners will have today the opportunity to present their own organization and project ideas in two different ways. The first one, through a brief oral presentation during the pitching session from now to 3 o'clock, which is open to everybody, not only to registered participants to the brokerage event, live stream. And the second way, through bilateral meetings in a specific session, which starts immediately after the pitching session. A website was set up based on the P2Match tool to organize the registrations to the brokerage event and to allow participants to interact and contact in advance. Bilateral meetings have been previously agreed through the registration platform. It is starting at 3:10 and it will last up to 5:30. You all should have received an email through the platform explaining how to access to your agendas and how to connect for the bilateral meetings. There are 600 bilateral meetings scheduled of 20 minutes each. Coming back to the pitching session, and due to time constraints, there are only 2 hours for presentations, and the selection criteria has followed the next order of preference. First, ideas for project proposals linked to a specific topic looking for partners. Second, entity profiles linked to specific topics, offering a concrete experience to a certain task. And if in both cases, when the quality has been relevant, we have followed the first come, first serve basis approach. Today, there are 23 selected oral presentations of 4 minutes each. You can find them available at the website of the event. However, we have received a lot of presentations with high quality that cannot be presented today, as I said, due to the limited time available for the pitching session. You can find all those high quality presentations received before the deadline, of course, at the link you can see in my slide. This presentation, this slide, with all the information and links provided is available also at the website for download. And naturally, the agenda is also updated at the website of the event, and it is divided in 3 parts. But please be aware that the presentations can be delayed or brought forward a little bit, depending on the time that speakers use for their presentations. So I would ask speakers to fit your time to approximately 4 minutes, no more, no less. In the first slot, we are having the next presentations: Itene, Sakuwin, Noldas, Gutgun, Azka, Celeros, and Global Factor. In the second slot, THS, University of Cagliari, UV Lab, Ltd UK, Politecnico di Milano, Tubitac Rail Transport Technologies Institutes, Elliott's Cloud, and Ford Otosan. And under the third slot, we will have Stam Lomatov, Innomine Group, Feuga, Nitec, Vilcon, University Polytechnica of Bucharest, Beia Consult International, and ITS Norway. The full participants catalog, including participants' details, organization details, and cooperation profiles, will also be available to download through the website along the next weeks. Of course, you all will receive a notification with the details and links. I hope you find both the oral presentation and the bilateral meetings useful to find suitable partners for your proposals. And now let's start. Let's rock and roll, starting with the pitching session. Please, speakers, Respect your time and be prepared in advance in order to avoid any delays. Anyway, don't worry, I will alert you when the 4 minutes are over. The first presentation is being given by Itene. So Luis, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Juanfran. I hope you can hear me. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so hello everyone, and thank you for the opportunity given to Itene to present our vision and our capabilities towards Cluster 5 in Horizon Europe. I am Luis Biguer, the head of the European Funding Unit at Itene. What is Itene, and what we do? Well, Itene is a Spanish research center located in Valencia, in Spain. We have, let's say, a successful track record of more than 70 participations in European projects, including coordinations. And we, let's say, are focused on several areas such as circular economy, sustainable materials, health and safety, biotechnology, packaging, logistics, mobility, transport, and among others, let's say. And I mean, you can see here some figures about our participation in H2020. And just to give you some extra flavor, we have been participating in framework program as demo leaders, as coordinators, as technical coordinators, task leaders, etc. So we have, let's say, good experience in what is European funding program. So a little bit more in depth about our expertise. As you can see in the screen, you can see everything that we do here. But just I would like to focus on what we do in logistics, okay, and transport. We are very active in urban mobility and urban logistics. Okay, we provide solutions for last mile delivery, for intermodality, but also for logistics 4.0, traceability, etc., etc. In a broader scope, we, let's say, can approach the market from an end-to-end vision, okay, from the raw material development until the distribution of the products, and then their disposal and the waste recovery to close the loop for new materials, okay. And then I have just some topics here that we can address with our experience in national, regional, and European participation. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail because time is running, and you can see all the details in the presentation that is available in the home page of the brokerage event. But mainly it is about destinations 5 and 6, everything related to zero initiatives and CCAM, and everything related to, let's say, the design and deployment of electromobility, charging infrastructure, design and simulation of scenarios, everything related to traffic behavior, everything related to last mile deliveries. As you can see, also some examples of our previous experiences at European level, and also, for instance, circular economy in the field of the electric batteries. Okay, and very briefly, I would like you to show our vision on a concept we are developing, the Urban Mobility Eco Hub, where we are trying to gather all these technologies and concepts for some public spaces in the peri-urban areas of the cities, where many services related to energy, to transport, to mobility, to logistics are combined, okay, to give support to cities to decarbonize themselves and give novel services to citizens, okay, including also urban logistics, but also micromobility and renewable energy generation and charging infrastructure, but also mixed with leisure and service areas. And also everything, all of this can be combined and let's be it can, let's say, leverage synergies by means of smart management platforms where all the data can provide added value to these services, to citizenships, and to public authorities. And I think I am over my time, so thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Luis, for your presentation. The next one is Mathieu from Sakowin. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much. Can you see? Perfect. So thank you very much. So I'm Mathieu Schmidt from Sakowin, and I'm going to present and introduce the technology we are developing and why we are interested about Cluster 5 in the European Horizon program. So we are developing a new way of producing hydrogen called plasmalysis. So what we do is we take the methane molecule coming either from natural gas or from biomethane, and through a microwave plasma, we produce hydrogen and solid carbon. There are two very interesting aspects on that. It's a CO2-free process, as it's a decomposition without oxygen. Plus, our target is to use 5 times less energy than electrolysis. So, which means to be highly efficient and then to have a cost competitive from 3 to 4 euros per kilo of H2 without valorization of carbon, and so close to the steam reforming price. And this technology is encapsulated into modules. What you can see is the prototype that we've already delivered to one of our partners. It's compact, modular, and stackable. And also it produces on-site and on-demand. On-site meaning at the end of the gas line infrastructure, straight at the end users. Where we stand and why it's also very interesting in terms of the environmental value is such a technology allows to be CO2 negative. So which means when we are coupled with biomethane, we are about minus 12 kilogram of CO2 per kilogram of H2 produced, which is very interesting for the energy transition. And with natural gas, obviously, with natural gas, we are at 0 in terms of CO2. With a cost close to the steam reforming. We have already signed partners. Our business model is to be integrated by integrators. We are focusing on the development of the technological brick. And so what we are looking for in terms of partnering in this cluster is integrators who are interested to integrate our technology into finished applications. You can see some example on the slide with partners that we already have. And we are looking for European partners to continue covering the different applications. Where do we stand? Because that's key in terms of the technology. So we are TRL 5 right now. We have a 6 kilowatt prototype working, and part of the co-development process program. So we'll be able to supply lab scale prototype by 2023 to test the technology. And by 2024, we'll be able to supply industrial demonstrator. So before the product being ready by the end of 2025. So that's our R&D roadmap, and that's the roadmap, of course, that we share with people that are with partners and co-development partners. And in terms of funding, the technology has been already financed, and we already have a small experience with EU program, as we were selected among the 7% of startup who got the EIC accelerator last round. So we got 6.5 million euros, and we will open a 4 million round beginning of next year. We are 17. The slide is outdated, mainly on R&D, PhDs, engineers, and a small part of the business development. So thank you very much. You can reach me to have more information. And again, we are looking for partners to help us integrate and co-develop around our breakthrough technology. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mathieu. The next presentation will be given by Andres Pink from Noldas.
Hello, thanks for the introduction.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Yeah, so my name is Andrew Spink and I work for Naldus Information Technology. Naldus is a medium-sized SME based in Wageningen in the Netherlands. And what we do is we create solutions for researchers who are measuring behavior. That's quite broad for all sorts of different topics, but within the context of Cluster 5, it's above all about measuring human factors, user experience research, and human-computer or human-machine interaction. We are a professional software company. It's our main business, and our expertise is in integrating data from various sensors, which can measure stuff to do with behavior, integrating that data, synchronizing it, processing the signals, and related techniques like computer vision. And then we also have expertise in analysis, both, so we say standard statistical analysis and AI-based analysis for measuring mental states related to those factors like stress or cognitive workload and so on, and visualizing the data. Essentially, we're interested in any of the calls where we can develop our products and put our expertise to work. And what we think particularly interesting is the D60101, because that's about measuring the onboard experience. And that, of course, is what we can provide and develop new tools to do. Also, D50101 about user-centric design looks interesting, and possibly the behavioral change one, D10109, could also be interesting. Our track record is that company's existed for 33 years now. We've got 175 employees based in Wageningen in the Netherlands. We have about 50,000 users of our solutions in about 100 countries. And those users are researchers, so they produce lots of publications, about 35,000 validating our solutions. They work in all sorts of different areas, but also in the areas I mentioned earlier of our own expertise, things like human factors and usability, user experience research, that sort of thing. We have quite a lot of customers in the mobility domain, a range of different car manufacturers, airplane manufacturers, rail companies, those sorts of organizations. And those companies use our solutions in their R&D departments to measure the human-machine interaction and usability of, for instance, someone sitting in a cockpit of a new design of a plane, or in a simulator of a new car, or as a passenger in a self-riding vehicle, and so on. We're very experienced in research projects. It's important to us because of the domain of our customers being researchers. And we've done about 140 over the years, with dozens of European projects amongst them. What we want to do in these projects is develop a software platform which is for integration and synchronization of sensor data. So it's multimodal. It's about taking all sorts of different streams of data, physiology, facial expressions, prosody, that is the emotions in speech, the meanings in the sounds of speech, data from eye tracking, all those different things, integrating them, synchronizing them from multiple subjects at the same time across multiple locations. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning, to do AI-based analysis for relevant mental states, like emotions, where someone's attending to something or whether they're bored, cognitive workload levels, stress levels, all those things. So we're developing a platform to do that, and we're looking for projects to bring that in. If you're interested, please contact me. You see the address here. You can also contact me via the site. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Andrew. The next presentation will be given by Giselle Demir from Kuzgun.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can you see my slides? Yeah, that's okay now. This is Yücel Demir from Turkey. First of all, I would like to thank to the organizer of this great event. We have more than 30 years of experience in aerospace industries. Let's talk about our specific project idea, Kuzgun 5E, unmanned all-electrical and hydrogen-powered aerial vehicle. we can address it to the D50107 hydrogen-powered aviation, D50108 accelerating climate-neutral hydrogen-powered electrified aviation. You can see our project idea technical specifications, and the power source will be hydrogen-powered engineers, batteries, and flexible solar cells. You can see our preliminary structural design. It will be a composite type air vehicle, rigid body. Modularity is the most important characteristic. Helium or hydrogen will be used for 70 or 80% of buoyant lift. Hydrogen-powered electrified vectored engines will be used to provide the remaining lift and maneuverability. Our patented modular structure will help us to carry all type of payloads, and it can easily be scalable. Can be used as a test for ground-based refueling, ground movements, small-scale flight tests, initiating and developing new standards and certification procedures, hydrogen-powered electrified propulsion. As mentioned, we have more than 30 years of experience in aerospace industries. Our design methods are very similar to Airbus design methods. We are looking for hydrogen-powered engine developers, hydrogen storage developers, flexible solar cell developers, electrical motor developers, and of course, consultancy on flight dynamics in avionics. Our main experience is on air vehicle structural design and analysis. Up to now, we have completed 2 prototypes. Our patent application has completed and patent was granted. You can check our flight test on YouTube link. This is a photo from test flight. We have got a certain experience on FP7 frames. Our project was not funded, but it was a great experience for us. Our partners were from Spain, Romania, United Kingdom, and from the Netherlands. We have got great lessons, learned great lessons. The usage of airships, cargo carriers, entertainment, border security, environmental control, city security, natural disasters, swarming attack drones, stratospheric airship, and go on. This is one of the futuristic idea, flying hotel, we name it. And the other one is the stratospheric airship. Our core team, as I mentioned, more than 30 years of experience in aerospace industries. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much for the presentation. The next speaker is Sandy Massam, who will present ASCA. Are you there, Sandy? No?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Sandy Moisant. I'm a part of ASCA. It's a large company because we are a part of Armor Group. We have 2 entities in France and Germany. So we are making customized solar solution. This is one of the examples that I show you directly on the camera. It's well, okay. We develop, I guess I have some trouble with the slide, but it's okay. We design and develop on an industrial scale already our solution. It's really customized and transparent and light solution to make energy from the sun. We are an international team, as I already said, because we have 2 German and French employees. Our solution want to render surface not really export today into exploitable surface for making energy. And we would like to, and we are targeting these 3 different type of markets: architecture, electronics, and mobility. So as I already said, said, the shape, pattern, and color could be really adapt regarding the customer requirements. So it's transparent, light, flexible. It's also very sensitive to diffuse light, so we can have indoor application. And we have also a low environmental footprint because the process that we use low temperature, and we also use mainly organic materials. So I'm not going to present the list of our ongoing and past project, but we have some experience in European projects. And this is our shortlist for the cluster 5. It's mainly for destinations 3 and 4, all regarding the energy production. So if you are making a concept regarding this topic, you can contact me directly. And what could be our role inside this topic? We need to pursue our R&D for the materials we have inside the stack. We need to improve also our production and work also on the integration of the modules inside different materials like glass, polycarbonate. This is really depending on the final application. So we like to make this co-development with the customer and our product. So our product is also innovative. So that could be a good argument for a European project. So now feel free to contact me if you want to have more detail about our solution.
Thank you very much, Sandy, for the presentation. The next one will be done by Marcos Sacristan from Cereros.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much to the organizers, first of all, for offering the opportunity to pitch today. My name is Marcos, and I will be presenting Cereros. So who's Cereros? Cereros is a deep tech company working in particular, we are developing Hyperloop technology, if you are familiarized with the concept. And our vehicle concept is very much inspired by aviation. So there's a lot to do with aviation technologies, electric aviation technologies. Our main skills are related to the powertrain. So there are some fields there like battery packs, battery management system, and megawatt class drivetrain, linear motors. But I will very briefly explain a little bit more about that. So from the product point of view, we have, as mentioned, the company was born to develop Hyperloop technology. So this is the flagship project that this is somehow guiding the evolution of the company. But at the same time, we are also developing battery systems, which in addition to being a key component for Hyperloop, is also a product in itself for other applications. So we have like a business line related to the battery systems as well, high performance power. The core technologies of Hyperloop, the vehicle concept that we are developing, we can summarize with these 4 main technological systems. One is related to the attractive levitation systems. This is electromagnetically levitation for the vehicle to be inside the tube levitating. Then we have 2 main propulsion systems. One is on the track, which is the linear motor that you can see there. So that this is electromagnetic propulsion system in the truck and in the vehicle. And it's for us, this is the way to launch the vehicle from 0 to cruise speed. And then we have an onboard propulsion system, which is the electric propulsion unit, the APU, which is the one related to aviation. So this is based on, basically, this is a turbo machine embedded in the vehicle, which help us maintain the cruise speed. Governing all the whole system, we have avionics and control technologies. Then in the field of battery systems, we do not develop cells. That's not the core of our company, but we do all the engineering cycle from the cell selection to the battery assembly and testing. So our main goal in terms of battery systems is to develop high energy, high power battery packs. This is Also a need for our Hyperloop project, because we do need this kind of storage for the vehicle, but at the same time, this is applicable to many other applications. As mentioned, there's a lot of synergies with electric aviation, but also with road transport. If we think, for example, in sport vehicles, with maritime, with many other potential applications. So altogether, what's our main interest for Cluster 5? Well, we have interest in the following topics that we have listed here. These are the ones for 2023, some others for 2024, but for now we are focusing on the first calls. So our main interest is related to our skills. We are interested in taking part as a partner in battery topics. For example, the first one related to battery management system is highly interesting for us in order to gain synergies with other partners, industrial partners developing technologies. As mentioned, we do not develop the cells, so it's highly interesting for us to be part of the chain, the production chain. And the same counts for the final one, right? Solid state batteries is also key for us, and we are able to develop engineering processes from the cell to the package in order to define the specifications and do the engineering task and assembly for different mobility applications. Another brand of interest for us is everything related to powertrains. So, for example, the topic related to hydrogen power and electrified aviation has a lot to do with this. This is also very, very, very interesting for us. About the roles that we can take, we can either take part as a use case, because at the end of the day, we are a mobility application. So that's a potential role that we can bring by defining the specifications for a mobility application like Hyperloop. But we can also develop engineering and R&D tasks related to the battery pack design, battery pack development, powertrain design, powertrain development. That's essentially the type of roles that we can take. So happy to be in touch with all of you. Anyone willing to collaborate, we would be very, very, very happy to get in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marcos. The next speaker is Juan Riaza, who will present Global Factor.
Good morning, thank you. Yeah, my name is Juan Riaza, and I'm part of the R&D team at Global Factor. Global Factor is a consultancy company that is been working for 18 years now in the climate change, sustainability, and energy areas. We have been working for private companies, but also for governments and for public authorities. We have done several consultancy projects in the area of climate change. We have wide expertise on climate change mitigation, adaptation, assessment of the climate risk, and the strategies and actions plans for governments and also for companies to adapt and mitigate climate change actions. We are also experts on climate finance. We are also very experienced on sustainability metrics. So all of the carbon footprint, environmental footprint in general, water footprint are all on the scope of our expertise. And we are also quite experienced on circular economy projects for companies and let's say industrial environments. We are also working in energy, in strategies development for decarbonization and energy transition. We can contribute to policy recommendations and management systems for energy saving, energy and carbon emissions. We are also working in the carbon markets, both on the compulsory carbon market for ETS, the European Emissions Trading, and also we operate on the carbon voluntary carbon markets, and also we are now working in renewable energy guarantees of origin and renewable gas guarantees of origin. That's something that is coming shortly in the future. We have, with that experience, we have developed a few tools on the CO2 emissions, on sustainability. There's also two spin-offs coming out from Global Factor that are Metroeconomica, that is more on the impact of different strategies for climate change adaptation or mitigation, and Meteoclim, that is more focused on meteorology, climatology, and special detail studies for related to climate change. We have a new startup that is off carbon, which is mainly focused on the origination of carbon credits. So at the moment, we have been working mainly on the trading of the carbon emissions, and now we are also working with other partners to develop new carbon credits, originate. So this call on successful high integrity voluntary climate initiatives is very interesting for us. And in fact, we have been awarded very recently a project that will start next year on carbon removals. So destination one is full of on our expertise, and we are especially interested on this destination. We are going to lead a proposal on international cooperation with China, where we are looking for experts on modeling of pathways for net zero emissions. So that's our seek now, and we are looking forward to connect with partners with this expertise. We are also interested on other destinations where we can contribute with LCA, environmental analysis, climate change adaptation, all of that expertise that we have from our experience to contribute to other proposals as well. So we are also especially interested on maritime transport, and that will be from my side. If you have any ideas or any suggestions, you can contact me on that email or telephone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Juan. Now we are starting with the second slot of presentations. The first one will be given by Robert Link from THS. Are you there, Robert? Yes. Robert, we cannot see you. We cannot hear you. I don't know if he's connected. Otherwise, we can move on to the next one, if you agree. The next one is Virginia Piloni from University of Cagliari. Let's come back to THS later. So Virginia is not there. I suppose that we are starting with the third presentation. Sorry. Jacques, please.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Not a problem at all. I'm happy to go. So hi everyone. I'm Vishak Dedi from VLab, an SME based in the northeast of England. VLab is a smart engineering, technology, and energy consultancy focused on commercialization of academic research, development of tools and processes for net zero economy, project and program evaluation. At VLab, we work on a number of areas associated with energy efficiency, carbon neutrality, and clean technology. We have a fantastic team of individuals with high level of technical expertise, reputation, high impact scientific publication in the area. So we are currently working on a number of areas that includes energy, both on the technical development side and training, digital twin, city scale or even country scale digital twins, building information modeling, simulation of energy system and buildings, extended reality, which includes augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and also we are working towards metaverse as well. We have our own metaverse office that we use remotely. Other than that, we also work in areas such as aerial survey, use of drones for built environment surveying, artificial intelligence, IoT or sensors, smart city or environmental sensors. So that was a bit of about us. What we are interested with is that list of goals. So as you can see, our interest is mainly focused on destination 1, 3, and 4, but more specifically towards the African goal, and that's why we have sort of highlighted them there. So the reason we want to participate in those is to further enhance our existing tools and systems that we have innovated over the years and previous projects, and enhance their capabilities and application. So we are currently involved in a number of projects that we want to push with those new goals to new destination. So we have, for example, EXO, Sense EXO, an extended reality-based app enabling the construction industry to reduce the air pollution and offering a healthier building site by allowing the visualization of pollution in real time. So this is around integration of IoT, immersive technology, such as extended reality, building information. So this app is sort of a new app that will allow the visualization of built environment sensory information in real time through extended reality technologies. And currently we are in the development phase of this app, and also exploiting the commercialization route through the IQ Discovery program. Furthermore, we are working on developing Faircom. So that's a different area of work. That will be Faircom will be the first ever thermal controller with which you can interact by just saying whether you're hot, cold, warm, rather than setting temperatures. This can be a solution for the ongoing crisis that we are working, and such solution can save up to 30% energy costs. The project is supported by the UK's National Innovation Agency, Innovate UK. Other than that, we have some more projects around the area of energy, around the area of digital twins, which is one of them is Opturus project, where we are looking on developing a new paradigm to increase the accuracy of residential electric load simulation and forecast. Those were some of the projects that we are working around Europe, but we also have some project around Africa that is ongoing. And at the minute, we have a project in Africa that aims to improve sub-Saharan African engineering capacity by enhancing knowledge, skills, capacity, and employability of African engineering students. Such a project is supported by the National Academy of Engineering, which is our National Academy of Engineering, Royal Academy of Engineering. So there in those African projects, we are already working with several educational institutions, SMEs, energy providers, and professional societies. And we also have a good network in sub-Saharan African countries, apart from Nigeria, Kenya, Mauritius, and a number of others. And those can be a good place for potential collaboration on those goals that we are interested. So this was sort of a brief introduction about us, what we are doing, and what we aim to do. So please let me know if you're interested in discussing any potential collaboration further. My email is vishat@vlab.uk. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Isaac, for being prepared in advance. This is a live stream. So so far we couldn't connect with PHS. So we are going on with the second presentation for SIN, University of Cagliari, Virginia.
Yes, thank you. Sorry for not being online before. I had some issues with the connections. Thank you and good afternoon, everybody. I'm Virginia Pilloni, and I'm from the Networks for Humans laboratory of the University of Cagliari in Italy, and I'm an assistant professor there. And first of all, I would just like to say a few words about our laboratory, the Networks for Humans laboratory, where our expertise is basically on the design and development of user-centric future networks and applications, with particular focus on the users, the final users, and their comfort, quality of experience, and quality of life. And our laboratory is made of around 20 people, including faculty members, research fellows, PhD students, graduate students, and so on. And we are part of the Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering here at the University of Cagliari. And we are also members of the Italian National Inter-University Consortium for Telecommunications, which is the CNIT. So we are affiliated with both, and depending on the call, we participate with either one of the affiliation or the other. And as I was mentioning before, our expertise is basically on the use of the Internet of Things, and for resource optimization with a specific focus on users' quality of life. Resources that are not only limited to electricity, but can be also, for example, water or gas. And what we do is trying to find a trade-off between the costs related to the consumption of these resources and the user preferences. So, for example, one of the applications we are focusing on is the intelligent scheduling of appliances, devices, consumers inside buildings, including also vehicles, for indoor environmental energy management, and also indoor environmental quality management. And what we use are basically the data collected by sensors inside buildings that can be either residential or non-residential. And these buildings are virtualized using digital twins. And each building digital twin includes the objects that are inside the building, virtualized as object digital twins, the connected object that can be either appliances whose energy consumption is monitored through smart meters, or can be any other type of object, of connected object inside the building. And the building digital twins also include the personal digital twins of the occupants of the buildings, of the users that are inside the buildings, being then, for example, smartphones, smartwatches, etc. So what we are working on is the design and development of comfort-aware smart building management. And this is a sketch of the architecture that we've been working on. The device layer is the lower layer, the lowest layer, with appliances and devices, and all the sensors that are connected to these devices to understand how their consumption works, energy consumption works, how the resource consumption works, how they are producing power, for example, in the case of renewable energy sources. And all these data, and of course also personal devices, and all these data are sent to a layer of the architecture, which is we call the virtualization layer, where the digital twins are created based on the data collected by the lower layer. And these data are then used by the cognitive management layer, where some functionalities are created in order to process the data from the lower layer. And these functionalities are, in our case, the functionalities we've been working on are context awareness, occupants activity recognition and prediction, occupants profiling of the habits and preferences of the occupants, and appliance scheduling and control. Based on these functionalities, the services that are delivered to the final users are, for example, dynamic pricing, ambient assisted living, energy and comfort management, building management advisor, and also vehicle to grid in the case there are electric vehicles connected to the building. So these are the calls that we are targeting for the next work program. There are some of them. One of them in Destination 2, some of them in Destination 3. All of them are related to digital twins and to the use of artificial intelligence on the data that are collected by sensors inside buildings. And we are also targeting some calls in Destination 4 and Destination 5. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Virginia. Next presentation is also from one university of Italy, Politecnico Milano, by Bruno Daniotti.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Bruno Daniotti, Politecnico di Milano. One moment.
We cannot see your slides. Are you able to share them?
One moment. Well, it's uploading. In the meanwhile, just a few words should be there. Okay. Well, I introduce shortly the project on which we are working on in this moment. Of course, I am representing Politecnico Milano, but also the whole consortium. We are working on this call, which is an innovation action targeted for January, and at TRL 6 and 7. Our goal is to develop innovative building solutions to go for the sustainability, and from the point of view of technologies and the methods and tools. As for technologies, we are now working on basically recycled bio-based prefabricated packages for new and existing buildings in order to store CO2 and to manage the whole life cycle. As for the methods, we are working on digital solutions like digital twin and BIM in order to manage the performances all over the life cycle, with a focus on durability, as we are working on life cycle, hygrometric performances, and all the other performances like thermal insulation. Well, at the moment, we have a very interesting consortium with the Green Building Council, STRESS, which is a big consortium focused on sustainability, the University of Ghent, Fraunhofer Institute for Biophysics, Federcostruzioni, which is a supply chain with constructors and producers. As for the industrial partners, at the moment we have 3 industrial partners focused on the bio-based prefabricated solutions, Rice House, Mobile, and also Ethics. And we have at the moment 2 demo sites. So now we are looking for with the focus with windows producers using recycled materials, but if possible, some partners in Northern Europe or very southern part of Europe with demo site, and of course some industrial partners in that zone. Well, in general, our department is a department of architecture, built environment, and construction engineering with different expertise as for technology, construction engineering, and about engineering, a big focus about the use of BIM and digital twin. For example, I just finished to coordinate. I am the coordinator of BIM for EB, which was a European project on Horizon about the development of a BIM-based toolkit for building renovation. And in our department, we have coordinated, we have participated more than 100 projects, more than 50 European ones. And then, of course, we are available for participation on this type of subjects. In any case, I am the deputy for the participation on this type of projects. You can contact me at this email or this phone number. Thank you.
Next presentation to be TAC Rail Transport Technologies Institute. Vildan, the floor is yours.
Hello, thank you very much. I am Vildan from TÜBİTAK Rail Transport Technologies Institute based in Kocaeli, Turkey. I'm a researcher in Energy Storage Systems Division. Energy Storage System Division. Just to summarize what we do here, we have a pilot scale production line as well as active material synthesis laboratories and roll-to-roll electrode manufacturing. We have colleagues also working on BMS, battery module and package development. Our facility is the most comprehensive battery cell development and testing infrastructure in Turkey. Regarding the calls recently announced, Horizon Europe calls, we are interested mostly in Destination 2. We are targeting the development of processing and production of battery-grade materials in the first call. In the second one, we aim to produce advanced materials and cells for generation for solid-state batteries for mobility applications. And regarding the last one on the bottom, we also targeting production of safety materials for generation 3 lithium-ion batteries for mobility applications. And here is our portfolio, some of the previous projects we conducted. And one of the recent ones is Horizon 2020 project still going on. We also had several lithium-ion battery cell development projects targeting different applications such as battery electrical vehicles or satellites, like aerospace applications. If I want to give you the research focus at material level, I can summarize them in 3 different groups. The first one is the improvements in manufacturing processes and recovery of active materials from dead commercial cells. Here we also make aqueous processing of NMC electrodes for lithium-ion batteries. The second group is active material development. Here we target some high voltage cathode materials, also two-dimensional materials based anodes, cathodes for lithium-ion batteries, and also for spare capacitors, porous and amorphous carbon additive and coating strategies for next generation anode materials such as silicon and graphite composite anodes. And we also target active materials for next generation sodium ions. And the third group would be the non-active components within the battery cell. Here we also producing and working on some 3-dimensional self-standing scaffolds that can be used as current collectors within lithium-ion batteries. Sorry, my slides are not showing properly, but in our structure, as I mentioned, we have very nice pilot scale cell production line. We have starting from a slurry production through the stack formation, and we make them as pouch and prismatic cells at the end. And for that purpose, we have a very nice prismatic lithium-ion cell production line, as well as we have a pouch lithium-ion cell production line. And our production capacity is 15,000 cells per year. And here you can see our pouch lithium-ion cell production line equipments. Other than these production and manufacturing facilities, equipments, we also have a nice test infrastructure with our institute. We can make some cell performance tests. We can make safety tests for lithium-ion cells. We have climatic chambers. Other than these standard tests, we also have some cell quality determination tests, such as helium leakage tests or leak vacuum test systems. So as I mentioned in the beginning, we are targeting these calls, but if you have any ideas, please send me an email and we can organize a meeting and we can discuss further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vildan, for the presentation. The next one is Elliot Cloud. Camina Borcanegra. Good afternoon.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, and can you see my slides now? Okay, thank you. Well, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to present today, Elliot Cloud. So my name is Carmina and I work in the Innovation and Public Funding Department in Elliot Cloud. Elliot Cloud is a SME company based in Spain, and our main expertise is IoT solutions. Our main product is Elliot Cloud Platform, which is a platform as a service that can connect to almost any kind of IoT devices and different sources. So this is our main expertise, and we can apply Elliot Cloud to different areas. The ones I'm going to focus today are the ones related to the Horizon Europe Cluster 5 topics for next year, which are smart energy and smart buildings and cities. So just to show you some examples of use cases we have worked in. As Elliot Cloud Smart Energy, we have developed a predictive maintenance solution through machine learning in wind turbines. And also in the solar area, we have also monitor real-time data from the different parts of the PV system in order to detect and identify issues as soon as possible so they can be solved quickly. And in the smart city and smart buildings area, these are some examples like the creation of a smart home IoT service network to improve home care for people with health problems. Also, we have monitored the offices of Bosonic in Spain with different kind of indoor environmental data like noise, temperature, relative humidity, CO2 concentrations in different rooms, and also the energy consumption of the building in real time. All this data can provide you the useful information so we can manage all this and take action. And in the terms of cities, we have developed the Rota Smart City platform, which is developed in Rota, which is in the south of Spain. And in this platform, we have gathered all sort of data like public lighting, energy management, waste management, outdoor environmental conditions, smart irrigation, etc. So for the topics in Horizon Europe next year, we would like to bring our platform, Elliot Cloud, which is, as I mentioned, is an operational IoT platform that can be integrated within buildings and also renewable energy facilities in a neighborhood or district, retrieving all different kind of data, not only from different sensors, but also different sources like weather forecast, also information from the grid for flexibility needs, energy prices, etc. And this platform can be further developed with further functionality depending on the project. As our role, we would like to be either coordinators of the proposal or technical partner. And our main area of interest are data management, visualization, artificial intelligence, and big data. I have shortlisted here the main topics we are interested in for next year. and I'm not going to go through all of them. But just I would like to invite you, if you have any project ideas, if you would like to discuss with us, just contact me and we'll be happy to arrange a meeting. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Carmina. The next presentation is for Otosan. So, Ned, the floor is yours.
Yep. Thank you. You can see my slides and hear me, right? And thank you. I'm from Ford Otosan's product sustainability team. My name is Mehmet Çelik, and I'm the lead of EU Horizon sustainability projects there. So let me talk about a little bit about Ford Otosan. Ford Otosan is a joint venture company between Ford Motor Company from US and Koç Holding from Turkey, where they both hold 41% of the shares. Ford Otosan has 3 plants as of now, 2 of them in Turkey, Kocaeli and Eskişehir plants, and 1 of them in Craiova, which has been just purchased from Ford Romania to Ford Otosan. Ford also have been invested, Ford Motor Company have been invested to Ford Otosan $2 billion to create a new battery production facility in Kocaeli by 2025 as well. Ford also has a R&D center here in Istanbul, which has more than 700 engineers working for research and development. So let me talk about some Horizon projects about Ford Otosan. So Ford has been actively participating in Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe projects since 2015. And since then, we have actively been participated more than 29 projects. Actually, one of our projects just been accepted. So it's total of 30 projects. 5 of them have been finished. And with this number of 30 projects, Ford is the leader in Turkey as most funded company and highest number of projects funded. So let me talk about you a little bit about product sustainability team and product sustainability team's scopes. We mainly do studies in 3 areas. One of them is sustainable material studies, where we try to increase our sustainable material usage in our vehicles, which is in line with the Ford's target of 20% sustainable plastic usage in commercial vehicles by 2025. We also do EV battery circular economy studies, such as second use, which consists of energy storage systems and recycling, such as recovering raw materials from recycled batteries to help with the circularity of EV battery. We also do sustainability impact assessment, which consists of LCI, LCC, LCC studies. And in here, we try to assess and reduce our emissions in line with our net zero targets. In the slide, you can see summarization of what I've been just talking about from the applications part. Also, we face some challenges while we're doing those applications, such as odor problems and paint engagement problems from raw material applications, and secondary raw material usage of EV battery circularity and vehicle LCA methodology development for carbon neutrality and sustainable impact assessment projects. While we try to search our projects, we try to be more in line with these challenges. I'm not going to go through all of them, so feel free to, in your spare time, feel free to investigate these slides. So let me talk about what we have been doing. There are 3 projects we have actively been working on in Ford Otosan's product sustainability team right now. One of those projects is PCAG, and it's about hydrometallurgical recovery of platinum group metals from photovoltaic cells, PCs, and autocatalysts, which was provided by Ford Otosan. We also do LCA and LCC sustainable impact assessment studies here. Another project is BATRO, and BATRO is about semi-automated dismantling, recycling, and recovery of raw materials from batteries. And in here, we also work with Renault from France, which is another OEM. And with Renault, we here try to develop an eco-design guide for batteries to help with the circularity. And we also do sustainability impact assessments here. And another one of those projects is Rhinoceros, which is about reuse and recycling of end-of-life batteries from end-of-life lithium-ion batteries from electric vehicles and stationary energy storage systems. Here we help with the characterization of end-of-life batteries. We test the produce second life cells in the project, and we also do sustainability impact assessment here. Here are also some of the calls. We are interested in cluster 5 for 2023, and you can see the whole list with different clusters from 2023 and 2024. So I guess I'm out of my time right now. Don't let me hold you anymore. So thank you for listening, and feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mehmet, for the presentation. Now we are starting the third and the last slot of presentations. The first one, STAM. Deborah?
Yes, hi, good morning, good afternoon, sorry. Hi, I work for STAM. We are a company based in Genoa in Italy, and we have an experience of 25 years in the field of security, transport and logistics, space and defense, energy, circular and sustainable economy, and the industrial and automation field. Our core expertise could be summarized in 5 main points. So modeling and simulation. So we usually work on the agent-based and the multi-method modeling and simulation, or the creation of augmented reality and serious gaming models. We work also on the decision and support tools, so in the field of cyber physical risk management and interconnection and cascading effects. We also work on the automation robotics, advanced sensing, but also we usually develop digital solution based on the BIM platform, but also we create digital twins of infrastructure and systems and so on. In the picture, you can see some example of the final product we delivered in the last years. In this slide, you can see some example of the project we are working on, or we worked in the past years we have provided our expertise in the field I mentioned before. About the cluster of the brokerage, our main interest is on main of the destination 6, in particular in the call 0106, so zero emission e-commerce and freight delivery and return choices by retailer customers and the local authorities. Currently, we created a consortium characterized by ourselves, Decathlon as a use case, University of Genoa, which can provide his expertise on the algorithm development and the artificial intelligence, and we should confirm the participation of the Genoa municipality. We are looking for other participants which can provide their expertise on machine learning, IT providers, circular economy experts, other use cases which can help us in order to test our solution, local authorities and potential coordinators. In this last slide, you can see the other topics among destination 6 and some key information of the expertise we can offer. So traffic modeling simulation, digital twin, the development of decision support systems, and so on. So for any additional information, please send us an email so we can investigate in depth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deborah. Next one, Lomartov. Evelina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone. I guess you can see the slides. Great. So good afternoon. My name is Evelina Castellana. I'm EU project coordinator at Lomartov, and today we'd like to present our capacity that are suitable for 2 proposals on the cluster 5, the destination 2. Let's see, guys. So as a background, Lomartov is an environmental engineering SME. We're based in Spain, and we're dedicated to support research and innovation projects, but also industrial projects in mainly 2 areas. On one side, the technology transfer, and on the other side, the sustainability assessment of novel technologies. So as you can see here, we are part of different technological platforms, among which for the calls we are interested in, we can highlight the platforms such as the BPA, the Advanced Materials for Battery Partnership, IPBAL, Battery Plat, among other associations related with energies and materials. So as mentioned, our technology transfer division can support projects in any area related with the market uptake, communication, dissemination, and also the analysis of regulation of novel projects and novel concepts. And on the other side, the sustainable solution area is specialized in assessing, optimizing, and validating the environmental, economic, and social impact of novel projects under different perspective, and using mainly the eco-design and sustainable by design and life cycle assessment approaches. So as you can see here, we can act at the entire value chain of the process, covering all the stages of the life cycle of technology, and in this case, of course, the battery development. And as you can see in the following slide, we are active in a wide range of sectors, so from biotechnology field up to the more industrial-oriented sectors, thanks to the large number of research and innovation projects where we are currently participating in. So what we would like to propose in the call that we will see in the next slide is the application of the eco-design as a tool that allows to design the batteries of the future out of the main environmental, economic, and social and safety impacts, and also design a circular, European, and sustainable value chain of batteries, so from raw material up to the end of life stages. So the tools allow, as you can see from the scheme, to reach and optimize environmental performance, providing valuable guidelines to minimize the criticality of material selection, the resource consumption, the carbon footprint, and ensuring a safe and sustainable by design and a recyclable by design approach. So this tool is in fact being implemented and tailored by our team of engineers in different projects related with batteries and energy storage solutions, where we are acting as the main partner responsible for and leading the work package related with the sustainability of these solutions. So having this in mind, we would like to enter in contact, thanks to this event, with forming consortia under 2 calls to propose this innovative tool of eco-design combined with the LCA. So the first call will be the Destination 20101, Technologies for Sustainable, Cost-Efficient, and Low-Carbon Footprint Downstream Processing and Production of Battery-Grade Materials. So this is a research innovation action, and so this is explicitly requesting the increasing sustainability of the battery materials through an LCA evaluation. So we are particularly interested in this topic, where we could directly propose what we are already doing in other current projects. And the second one is the Destination 20203, creating a digital passport to track battery materials, optimize battery performance and life, validating recycling and promoting a new business model based on data sharing, which is transversely insisting in tracking the battery materials and also reducing the CO2 footprint to promote global European battery value chain. So this is intrinsically related with the evaluation at the end of the battery value chain and how sustainable it will be, this new value chain. So if any of the attendees is interested in these topics, we will be really happy to get in contact with you and exchange ideas and also support the creation of novel consortium. And in the last slide, and I will conclude here, I'll leave you our general email. You can feel free to contact me also through the B2B matchmaking platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Evelina. Innomin is not connected, so we are going to move on to the next one. Feuga, Joao, are you there?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is João Domingues. I work in the Department of EU Projects of the Feuga. Feuga is a foundation of Enterprise University in Galicia. As you see, we are settled in the northwest of Spain, in the region of Galicia, and we are committed to translate innovation and knowledge from Galician universities to the world. As you see, we represent three main universities: University of Coruña, University of Santiago de Compostela, University of Vigo, and their different research groups with high potential and impact. Today, I'll bring three different topics of interest from three different research groups. You can later access to go on their profile and their capabilities in depth. So the topics that I bring today, the first one is Horizon on Destination 0107, dealing with the modeling for local resilience and development to support local adaptation assessments and plans. So in this case, the REDE group have a specific contribution to this topic from the previous experience on the design of resilience measuring tools, based, of course, on the modeling of risk factors to strengthen scientific-based decision-making tools and related to the resilience and disaster risk management. They are also have been developing different activities on the mapping and taxonomy of knowledge, data and research stakeholders, and identification of gaps on climate adaptation. They are also been involved in depth with the measuring adaptation costs by quantifying the inaction costs and the quantifying externalities associated. And they have been also strictly focused on the adapting existing information to facilitate access, support awareness, and decision-making on climate adaptation. Of course, they can bring regional case studies in this region if it's of interest, and of course, adapting to the needs of the potential projects to be addressed. Regarding their experience, I think it's very important to highlight they have been working on the design of climate change resilience measuring tool for coastal infrastructures. Actually, this has been cited twice by the IPCC on the 6th assessment report. They also have been developing knowledge maps as part of the Galician climate change and energy strategy for 2015 that can be easily replicated and adapted to other contexts. The work on the measuring of the social economic impacts of flooding in the present and future climate scenarios on different production sectors and services in infrastructures in Galicia have been also of their as part of their expertise and experience during the last few years. They also have experience on development and implementation of methodologies, and I think is important to quantify positive externalities in the forestry sector with appliances in field and with already validated results in this sense. They have been participating, the REDE group, in different European projects. As you can see here, later we can go in a little in depth, and just from our recent interaction with ongoing projects and previous experience on other funding opportunities. The same group shows all the interest on the same destination on the topic 0109 on behavioral change and governance for systematic transformation toward climate resilience. The specific contributions to the topic will be on the design of adaptation assessment tools to identify the cost-effective or the ones that are most cost-effective and support, of course, decision-making. These will consider cost-benefit analysis, inaction costs, quantifying of externalities, and resilience. They also can contribute to surveys to identifying social preference and policies, participation and co-creation approaches, impact assessment indicators, and mapping of climate change adaptation to better understand adaptation related to the governments. And of course, once again, regional case studies in Galicia. So just to finalize, the same experience can be used. The other topic will be related to the broadening of the range of policy options, international pathways analysis. In this case, the group is the People Environmental Research Group on the University of Vigo, and they can provide the understanding of the patterns of time using, consumption patterns, and the sustainable lifestyles performance analysis in different thematics. Last but not least, I would like to share with you the profile of the GEN group related to the applicability of circularity assessments, metrics, strategies, and of course, economic simulation tools and translation. I think is differential the impacts of the different externalities in a policy implications language to be easily translated. If you need any further information, I'll be thankful to answer you by my email. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joao. The next one, NITEC, Maria Pedrosa. Good afternoon. We cannot hear you. Maria, we cannot hear you. No. No, we cannot hear you. Perhaps you can try to do a test in the meanwhile with my colleague Emanuela, and we can move on to the next presentation. Welcome, Lufnan Said.
Yes, hi. Thank you, Johan. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah? Very well.
Okay, good. Good day, everyone. Please allow me to introduce myself as the head and the co-founder of Wilcon Electric Vehicles Greece. I would like to thank Horizon Europe to give us the opportunity to pitch our presentation here. My name is Lubnan, and I am from city of Kharkiv, Ukraine. I am currently located in Athens under European Union Protection Program for Ukrainian refugees. Today, I will be presenting you our startup and the ways in which we here at Wilcon plan to fight the climate change issues. I would like to apologize if I take a little bit more time than 4 minutes. How do I change my slide? Okay. Let me tell you what Wilcon Electric Vehicles specializes in. Number one, technological research and development of eco-friendly electric vehicles. Number two, electric conversion of ordinary vehicles with combustion engines or other type of drive systems. Number three, research and developments of battery systems for electric vehicles. Now I'm going to tell you a bit of information about Wilcon. It was founded in the city of Kharkiv in Ukraine in 2018 by myself with an ultimate goal to fight climate change and make the world greener and better for our kids and future generations to come. The roots of Wilcon goes way back to year 2011 when I founded the company Hi-Fly Drones, which became one of the pioneering companies in Ukraine to provide services in UAV drone technologies. We also founded a startup called LX Cargo LLC that specialized in eco-friendly ways of package delivery service using electric vehicles developed by Wilcon. On 24th of February this year, As we all know, unfortunately, due to the Russian invasion on Ukraine, all the hard work and time spent in so many years for the projects and business was destroyed in a single night. The wars forced Wilcon and all its sister companies to discontinue operations immediately, and forcing me to evacuate with my family from Kharkiv. Wilcon, as of now, has been rebooted here in Greece with the cooperation of my dear partner and co-founder, Mr. George Lomis. Okay, here's a historical timeline, which unfortunately, due to the time limit, I cannot completely express. But however, I would request you to check our presentations later anytime. Okay, here are the founders, Wilcon Electric Vehicles Greece, Mr. George Lomis, who has a degree in mechanical engineering and he has a certified aircraft technician for Boeing and Airbus. And myself, I have a master's degree in aerospace engineering and also certification in Boeing 737. These are the areas that Wilcon would like to address in regards to climate, energy, and mobility. Destination 5, this is the destination which we are mainly interested in. And destination 6, obviously I won't be reading out everything because we don't have much time. Okay, since Wilcon is now a Greece-based company with a Ukrainian soul, of course, we would like to propose the following projects with the Make in Greece initiative, research and development of Greece's first eco-friendly electric flying taxi that will be capable of carrying people in times to come, production of affordable eco-friendly micro-mobility electric vehicles, and number 3, greenification of vehicles by converting traditional internal combustion vehicles into electric and eco-friendly vehicles. Okay, these are some of the major projects, achievements of Wilcon and its sister companies in the past. Unfortunately, again, due to the time constraint, I cannot show all the projects and success that we have achieved in the past. But as you can see, we have successfully done UAV drones, ground control stations, charging stations, agricultural drones, tablet ground control stations, micro-mobility bicycles, battery production, motorcycles, electric motorcycles, and electric cars. Okay, now we get back to our project proposal. Number 1, fully electric air taxi. This will be the future of eco-friendly way of aerial travel, which will be fully electric and intelligent. It will provide low altitude, short and medium haul aerial transportation solution for the future. R&D of the project is planned to be done in Greece. EV conversion. Wilcon will make possible and accessible for the general public to have their conventional vehicles with internal combustion engines to be converted to electric vehicles. We are committed to a sustainable future by offering 100% electrical conversion for both new and old vehicles of all types. Last but not the least, affordable micro-mobility electric vehicles. WAVE plans to produce in Greece micro-electric vehicles such as e-bicycles, e-mopeds, and make them available to the general public for an affordable price. So everybody can have this technology. The plan is that the number of people using electric mobility, micro-mobility, more we are going to have positive impact in our fight against climate change. To finish my presentation, I would like to say that Wilcon doesn't claim that it has introduced or invented new technologies or concepts. These concepts are already in the market, just they need an extra push to help fighting the climate change issues and to make the world greener and better. We would like to thank European Union for their continuous support towards Ukraine and its struggle in the war against the invasion of Russia. Thank you very much for your attention. Slava Ukraini.
Thank you very much for the presentation. We are running a little bit out of time, so I would like to ask you speakers to be a little bit shorter. We are going to try again with Maria Naitek.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I'm sorry. I'll try to be as fast as possible. I am Maria Pedrosa. I am the European Project Manager here in NITEC. NITEC is a research and development center specialized in mobility and mechatronics in Spain. Here you have my email, my contact details, and the web of the center. So I'll try to go to the next slide here. Okay, so we are, as I said, a research center. We are a non-profit foundation with more than 30 years of experience. We work in 3 different business units. The most related with Cluster 5 is Mobility Business Unit. Our staff is more or less 75 people. 22% of them are PhD, so we have a great experience. Our facilities are in the north of Spain, in Navarre. We have 3 different locations and a total amount of more or less 5,000 square meters of laboratories and test facilities. And regarding European projects, now we have 2 projects ongoing. Welcome, which is related with unique sky in Europe with drones, and IRIS, which is related to digital platforms. And in this slide, you can see some of our patrons, which are both government and industry, and some of the most important partnerships we take part in. CCIM, for example, very related to Cluster 5 topics. And I would like to highlight our main infrastructure and skills, our areas of knowledge. We have an urban circuit around our facilities. Is highly sensorized, and we have also a digital twin from the circuit. We also have an autonomous system laboratory to test the drones, and we also have laboratories for artificial intelligence and digital technologies. And we can provide all this experience and all these facilities as partners for consortiums. And I would like to present now the main topics of interest for this year to come. The first one is Destination 60102. And in this slide, you can see what are our possible contributions to this topic as a research center. We have a Drive Lab project with the government of Navarra, the regional government. Also, we have the urban circuit that I talked before. And here we have been working on several projects in this field. You can see here some of them: virtual environment and simulation, circular technology development and validation platform for autonomous industrial vehicles. And we think with these skills and this knowledge, we can contribute to reach the expected topic outcomes. And we also want to focus on this other topic, the 0110, for better infrastructure safety and urban and secondary rural roads. Here we have, I would like to highlight the Fibra traffic project. Well, you can see here all the links, so I think my time is over. Here you can see some other topic that we would like to take part in some consortium. So please don't hesitate to contact me, and thank you very much for the organization.
Thank you very much, Maria. Let's continue with the University Polytechnic of Bucharest. Valerian, are you there?
Hello, good afternoon.
We cannot see your slides now. We can see your slide.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name is Valerian Croitorescu. I'm University Associate Professor at University Polytechnic of Bucharest. Here with me are some of my colleagues, young colleagues, part of the team that are working on this project proposal. Why we named it Green on the Go, you will see further today. How I want to develop the project is based on the background I have and we have here at the Scientific Research and Continuous Training Center for Sustainable Automotive Technologies from University Polytechnic of Bucharest. We are able to provide energy engineering services, training and research development on automotive system designs. We are able to provide modeling and simulation for all the vehicle mechatronic systems. We are able to define and develop a lot of things for the vehicles. Therefore, we would like to express our knowledge in a project together with our future partners. And therefore, we want to start a project on transport, starting from a project pilot in our university. Our university campus is quite big, and therefore we want to implement inside an autonomous transport solution based on vehicles that will be autonomous driven. Their powertrain will be electric. And for that, we'll need to develop a transport infrastructure containing also the stations, also the charging infrastructure, and also a dedicated traffic design. This is our university campus, and we designed 14 stations from where people can reach our transport solution that will bring them from one station to another, from one building to another, for a length of more than 4.5 kilometers. The maximum speed will be limited at 25 kilometers per hour. And the total length of the route will be 26 minutes. This is our aim, and for sure we will reach. We only developed the virtual prototype of this solution and also the virtual implementation of it. So briefly, again, we want to develop a transport solution that consists of an autonomous electric-driven shuttle. We would like to implement a project pilot inside our campus because we have 3 main transport hubs that link our university with public transport in Bucharest. We would also want to implement and develop the replicability of the project to other public or private areas, for example, airports, big logistics centers, ports, airports, city centers where the vehicles are not allowed to come inside. So the replicability of our project is quite big. So we would be very happy to find also partners from academia, from industry, SMEs, public authorities, cities. We aim to cover 3 areas: the efficient, sustainable,
Valerian, I have to interrupt you because we are running out of time and it's the 4 minutes. So if you could finalize the presentation,
okay.
Please.
We aim 3 areas to be covered: efficient, sustainable, inclusive energy use, clean and competitive solutions for all transport modes, safe, resilient transport, and smart mobility services for passenger and goods. Thank you for your kind attention, and I'm looking forward to receive information from people that would like to join us for writing the project proposal. Thank you very much. You find my email address in the first slide.
Thank you very much, Valerian. Next presentation, Bella Consult. George, are you there?
Hi, everyone. Happy to present. So I'm George Jr. I'm the R&D and Innovation Manager of BEA. We are an SME, started in 91 as a spin-off from the Polytechnic University. So happy to see the previous presenter as well. And have offices in Austria, Belgium, and Romania, obviously. So we develop mainly telemetry solutions. They are now called IoT. And using also artificial intelligence and some other innovative technologies such as blockchain. And we develop also natural language processing and speech processing applications. So experience in over some 8,000 commercial projects working with telecom operators mainly, and also public government and private customers, and more than 100 R&D and innovation projects in different frameworks, starting with FP6, FP7, and so on. So the first calls that we want to address are the climate ones. Destination 1, especially in the impact of hydrogen and the interaction between cloud aerosols. And Destination 2 on the battery management and digital passport for the battery materials. We have good experience in carbon footprint assessment, LCA, LCC, integration of and development of ICT, IoT solutions, and real-time or near real-time telemetry of environment in projects such as Horizon as well, Horizon Europe, Eureka, and Greenet. And the next topics are on the energy. We have also small energy community. You may see on the right side our building with around 300 solar panels. We have actually several buildings, and we are also working on floating photovoltaics and offshore wind energy. Now in the Black Sea, which is more difficult due to the war in Ukraine, and as well in Destination 4 to make buildings more cost efficient, to reduce the emissions, to make the transition to clean energy such as heat pumps. And we have, as I mentioned, this living lab with inverters, batteries, a small wind and hydropower plants, and experience also from projects such as iStore for using artificial intelligence to direct the energy in critical situations, for example, earthquakes, floods, and so on, to the critical infrastructure, and Seal Grid to secure the smart grid, and several projects on the hydrogen as well. Last but not least, we are also active in the mobility calls. We are running already some projects such as for freight and other projects. Especially, we have good experience in multimodal transport between rail and river or maritime. And you can see here some topics, Destination 5, especially the emissions monitoring networks. And then we can contribute again with ICT, IoT, telemetry, especially for greenhouse gas and carbon footprint assessment. So thank you very much for listening, and I hand then over to the next pitch.
Thank you very much, George. Next one, ITS Norway, Runar.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can hear you. Good afternoon.
And you can see my slides. Thank you so much. So my name is Runar Søråsen. I represent ITS Norway, which is a membership association promoting the development and deployment of intelligent transport systems. Our expertise is mainly within project management and communication and dissemination, and of course a great domain knowledge of all things related to mobility and transport. We are quite experienced with European project and are coordinating currently 2 projects, one Horizon 2020 and one Horizon Europe. Thanks to our more than 80 members, we have continuously several project ideas we are evaluating. And due to limited time today, we have chosen to present a concept we call fusion mobility or sustainable drill and drive. So sustainable drill and drive or fusion mobility provides cost-efficient mobility for people and goods. The concept strongly supports EU's ambitions regarding livable cities and the path towards zero-emission mobility. The solution is a closed system with dedicated lanes, both under and overground, for automated vehicles which are controlled by a novel fleet management system. This increases speed and safety and reduces energy consumption. We think that this concept would fit very well into a proposal towards the city's mission calls, but we are for sure open to other possibilities also. The concept allows the society to rethink how both public transport and goods deliveries can be done in a sustainable way. We have already collected a group of dedicated companies and research institutes that are eager to pilot this concept and explore how it can be seamlessly integrated with other modes of transport, both for people and goods, supporting user-centered, shared and cost-efficient mobility for the future. So, thank you. I think this was well within the 4 minutes. And so please reach out if you think this is interesting.
Have you already finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay, thank you very much for being so fast. Thank you very much, Runar. Now, this is the last presentation, but we couldn't connect at the beginning with one of the speakers. Perhaps we can try to do now. Robert from THS.
Hello, can you see me and hear me?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes.
And can you see my slides?
No.
No. No, it should.
Now we can.
Okay.
We can see.
Thank you. My name is Robert Link, and I'm representing the residents of a housing estate, DHS, in Graz, Austria. We can offer a demonstrator for your projects in destination 3 and 4. Here's a picture of our building, which is a terraced house settlement of 1,500 residents and 530 apartments, planned in 1965 as a demonstrator for innovation in the building sector and established in the 70s. Thus, innovation is already in our DNA, and our building serves as reference in plenty of publications for academia, art, and the public, which includes a scientific book, more than 200 articles in academia, professionals and public, press, a movie, and also several studies for future-proofing and for photovoltaics, which we used for the monument protection authorities to develop and co-create guidelines for monument protection. Our building has an advocacy group. I am part from it with several working groups like sustainability, monument protection, building conservation, and co-creation is also in our DNA since more than 40 years. We will also be part of an energy community, and our challenges now come with an up to 10-fold increase of the energy costs and with the barriers related to the conservation authorities, monument protection, and to the green building, related to aspects of color, material, plants, trees, shading, and current solution do not effectively overcome these barriers. And we are offering our building as a demonstrator and pilot for any of your projects. We can cover from the local dimension, also the national dimension, and the European dimension, like new European Bauhaus Fit for 55, and as one of 50 million historical buildings in Europe. Our vision is generating an important part of our energy demand, and in combination with any solution which you propose, for example, photovoltaics, insulation, and so on, and also to store our energy surplus for the e-cars as charging infrastructure in our garage and to sell it within our neighboring community. Two calls are in our focus. The first is photovoltaics integration in buildings and in infrastructure. You see the keywords which we can cover in this call, and also a study which can be used as a starting point. And last not least, future-proofing historical buildings. We can provide other partners like architects, monument authority, universities, etc. And we look for partners and coordinators for these calls, but also for any other call which can which be of our interest. Thank you so much. Here is my contact data.
Okay. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you all of you for your attention. This has been the last presentation. Thank you very much to all speakers. Just a very brief and kind reminder, all presentations are available through the website. All non-selected presentations are also available at the website, and the bilateral meeting session is starting right now. So I hope you have enjoyed the pitching and now the bilateral sessions. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.